boys and girls, this week, fractions, decimals, and percents. And you know what these are all? A fraction is a part of a whole, because you have your whole here, and you've got your part. What's a decimal? It's also a part of a whole. If I'm writing money, it looks, decimal. Percent is definitely out of a whole, and the percent is always out of 100. Don't forget that. So let's do a benchmark, fraction, decimal, percent. So if I have a whole, I've got a whole, I've got 100%. Okay, easy, half. What's half in decimal form? It's like half a dollar, 50 cents. It can also be written like this. And then when you're going from a decimal to a percent, you just move to the right 2 spots because it's out of 100. So you are at 50%. Same as if I were, now let's say 25%, and I'm going over to a decimal. It's out of 100, so you drop your percent sign and you add your decimal. You move this way. 25 hundredths. This is what? 25%. Percent out of 100, 25 hundredths. It's out of 100. And then this would be 1/4. Okay? 4 quarters in a dollar. Now, if you know that, then 1/8 should be easy because 4 is half of 8, right? So really, it would be half of this. I know it by memory, and I want you to memorize it. But if I add this twice, I'm going to end up with this answer. Let me show you. Here's the proof. You guys always like the proof. So I'm adding, regrouping, adding, regrouping. I don't know why I regrouped, I'm sorry. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and then 1 plus 1 is 2. See there? There's your proof. So this should be an easy one for you to memorize. And then we move to the right twice, so it's 12.5%. Now, what if I forgot? I completely forgot how to change this into a decimal. Well, what is a fraction? A fraction is a division, right? So this is a cowboy, this is the horse. Remember, we've always said the cowboy is on top of the horse. That horse would never ride on top of a cowboy. That's just crazy. At night, when they get home, also the cowboy sleeps in the house. Okay? And the horse sleeps outside the house. And to do a division, you add your decimal. Does 8 go into 1? No. Does it go and line up your decimals? Does 8 go into 10? Yes, it goes in at once. You subtract. You add another 0. You bring down. Does 8 go into 20? Yes, it goes into 20 how many times? Twice. Because 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract. Add 1 more. And does 8 go into 40? It goes in it exactly 5 times. No remainders. Well, we don't have remainders. No, we're done. And that's how you do that. Okay? So this is just a really short video. How to get from fraction to a decimal. There are some benchmarked fraction, decimal, percents that I've given you in your Google Classroom and on the notes. And I've made some anchor charts for you. But if for any reason you forget how to get from a fraction to a decimal, just remember a fraction is a division, so you can always divide to get that decimal. And then to do the percent, once you got the decimal, you just move over 2 spots. Okay? So good luck.